to Dolbrodmaeth garden, and it is the 8th of March 2024 and it's about 12 o'clock and I've just come out, had breakfast, well brunch earlier, fed the chickens, having a cup of coffee, cheers, and going to do some strimming. So we're going to continue doing strimming of what we were doing yesterday, and we've got 2 battery loads of strimming to do, and then we're going to do some seeds today. I feel like doing some seeds today to sort of treat myself for being, you know, doing stuff in the garden. I was looking back on my video, one of my videos from 2023 in August. Oh my god, my garden was so productive. That was the year that I decided to grow loads of I'll try and join the video onto this one, when I grew loads of what are they called, squashes. Yeah, we had an abundance of squash and courgettes that year, way too many. In fact, I couldn't actually eat them all, and I gave some away, but there was just so many. I grew so many plants that I didn't realise they were all going to take, and I had them in the no-dig garden around the other area, and there was loads. I had loads. Anyway, I was just looking back on the video, and everywhere was an abundance of flowers and food and everything, so it just sort of keeps you on track. But I did notice that all my gravel everywhere was covered in grass because I didn't have my strimming, and I was going to hydro-till everything. I still have my hydro-tiller, which is a jet wash, a really powerful one, really powerful. And I was going to do the car park with that, but the only thing I found was that when we'd done the car park, the weeds that were already there soon came back again, so it didn't really work what I wanted it for. But I will still be using it for that. But what I need to do first is trim all the weeds, and then trim them again and sort of kill them off that way, then probably hydro-till it with my really powerful jet wash that cleans really paths and everything. It's like, but it's much more powerful than a Karcher. The Karcher jet wash that we've got is really good for the car and for doing drains, but even so, my really powerful one, if we get a really big blockage in the drainage system, I can go in there with it, because I love watching things about drains. I'm a really strange person because I love watching drain things, like men cleaning out drains. I watch a guy called Drain Addict who's in Australia and Sydney, and I watch that program, and he has really powerful system in the back of his lorry, in the back of his van. But I just love watching things to do with drains. And when we had a blockage here, I said to Simon, don't worry, I'll clear that. And we got the Karcher out, and I know how to do it. There's like a technique that you use, and it worked. It cleared it all out. But we want to make sure the drainage system underneath from around the house is working properly, especially if we have guests here, you know, staying here for a few days. You never know what they're going to put down the toilet. Even if I put messages out as to not put baby wipes and things down the toilet, you never know. Some people, they just think that you can flush everything, and we've got a cesspit. It's not like goes into, you know, the public drainage system or anything. We have to actually get it removed, like emptied. So yeah, and it has a special system of how it sort of filters the water out and stuff. So you can't just put any old rubbish down the drain, which is why you have to use only 2-ply toilet roll. Just thought I'd give you a little lesson on drains this morning. Anyway, don't know how we got on that subject. Yeah, it's to do with the paths and keeping them clear of weeds. That's how we got onto the subject. So anyway, we're going to go outside, carry on doing some strimming. And yeah, my garden out here was in that film, and yeah, the weeds all in the paths just looked awful. But there was loads of stuff growing, I must say. So I'm really looking forward to the stuff growing again, with clean paths. Anyway, that's enough. Today we are actually going to sow seeds and I think we might need to water some things on the table. I've uncovered this table over here today. I've left the other one covered up because the light is really bad today, so I've left that one covered up. There's some things popping up. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. I think there's some new things popping up over there, and then we're going to put our new seeds on this table here, so we'll have to move some more stuff. Not sure where it's going to go. Might have to put it in the garage. We need to put a little bird box back up and our bug box. I need Simon to do that at the weekend. Anyway, we've got some really good news, because we found out, we just had a guy round because we had a bit of a what we thought was a damp issue in our building, in the bar and one of the bedrooms downstairs, but it's not. All it is when they rendered the building, they didn't do something or something, so all Simon has to do is angle grind a groove, and that will solve the problem. We just had an expert in, a real expert that does commercial buildings and everything, so he knows what he's talking about, and he said that's all you need to do and that will sort the problem out. And he said the smell of damp in room 10 is just where there's no ventilation, because in the windows that you buy these days, well, the ones we got haven't got any air vents in them, and he said all you need to do is air the room, that's it. So it's like such simple fixes, and yet I think it was not last year, a couple of years ago, we had a guy come round because we looked into it before, and he said, oh no, you're going to have to take all that render off, you're going to have to do this, you're going to have to do that, it's going to cost £50,000. £50,000. And we were like, what the hell? So yeah, that put us off a bit. But then the guy who's coming to do the patio, he said, oh, I know a guy, because everybody's local, and this guy only lives in the village, which is like 5 minutes away. And he said, oh no, it's nothing to do with that. He said all you need to do is put a groove in, and he said that will stop the damp from getting in behind the render, and it'll take a couple of years to dry out, he said, but once you've done that you won't get any problems ever again. So it's like, seriously, why didn't anybody else tell us that? We've had so many builders come round here to tell us about the wall, and everybody's like, oh no, you can't do that, oh no, you have to do this, oh it costs this, oh it'll do that. But this guy came round, just said to Simon, this, yeah, that's all you need to do, and it'll sort it out. That's it. We got a angle grinder, Simon's going to do it at the weekend, it's not going to cost us anything, and that's it. I mean, £50,000 a bloke quoted. So, you know, there are such rip-off merchants out there. You have to be careful, especially if it's anything to do with damping, damp-proof coursing, anything like that. There are such rip-off merchants out there that just want to rip you off. But luckily we didn't get it done, or we didn't even go there with that sort of price. That was absolutely ridiculous. And then I was thinking, oh, today when this guy come round, I thought, well, how many thousands of pounds is that going to cost? And it's going to cost nothing. Nothing. Simon's going to do it. Nothing. Yeah. Can't believe it. So that's the result. So I don't know how much the patio is going to cost, but yeah, this guy he knows so many people, and he's a friend of, he's the next door neighbour of some people that we know, and it's their friends, and they're all sort of in the building trade, and he recommended this guy, because we had some other guy but it wasn't very good, but then this guy's come and he's like, yeah, I can do that job. They do these sort of jobs all the time, it's their bread and butter. Our job here is bread and butter, because it's not like a massive job on the scale that they're used to, but it's big enough. It's big enough for us. It's a huge job to us, but it's not to them. It's just a patio, you know, on 2 levels basically. Anyway, that's enough of that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get our ass outside and we're going to do some strumming. Okay, bye. Strumming. My spool thing is broken. Always the same thing. Every time I come out strumming, this bit breaks. Look. See, this always comes off. Always. Really weak point around the edge of this. So I've got another one indoors. I was wondering if I could mend them with some araldite. Might give it a go, it might make it stronger. Anyway, too bad. It's a weak point on those. I'm getting through loads of those, by the way. But still, never mind. I'll just show you what we've been trimming. We've got all the way to sort of here. And we've trimmed all round this back bit here. I want to clean down here. I've just got to sit and have a rest for a minute. I cleared all round here yesterday. Done loads of this yesterday. But today we were concentrating on this bit. It was really thick with weeds. So we've done all this bit here and there. And we've scraped up some of it, but not all of it, because there is bark on here, which is supposed to be on here. So I'm leaving the rest of it. But there's concrete here, so I just want to sweep this bit here. And then we need to go and pick up all those cones that have fallen off the trees again in there. These trees make so much mess everywhere. Anyway, eventually we will trim round there and tidy up the twigs. They've got a little robin there. They're all coming to see what I'm doing because I'm sort of disturbing all this soil. Hello! So they're just pecking around with little insects. Anyway, we've got to go and get the cloth and put this in the cloth so we can take it round to the bonfire. So we'll be doing that shortly, but not yet. Anyway, we just need to sit and have a rest. We've nearly come to the end of this battery, so that means we've used nearly 2 whole batteries. I did notice here that we sort of missed a bit. Is it here? No, not there. I missed a bit somewhere. Because it's so thick, it's hard to see right where the roots are. No, it's not there. I missed a bit somewhere. Here, I think. Oh yeah, here. I think we missed a bit here. Anyway, we'll find out eventually. But what I'm doing is, this is the first cut here. We missed some grass here. I can see it's still rooted into the ground. So we need to trim that little bit again. But this is just the first time we're doing it, and we're going to keep on top of it so that it's not going to be such hard work the next time I do it. It'll be a lot easier. So you can see all the bits of tufts of grass. But they should die off. But if they don't, we'll just trim them again until they do die off. And there's moss. Didn't get that off. There. There. That'll dry off, and then you just dispose of it. There. I know this is quite fussy. It's quite important. There's a car there. It's just turning around. Anyway, we're going to go back in the polytunnel for a minute. I haven't got any coffee today, so we've run out of milk. So I can't make my flask of coffee. So I'm just going to go in the polytunnel, sit for a minute, and then probably do some seeds, I think, for a little while. Do something different. A bit more gentle on the body. Simon thinks I'm overdoing it. It is a year now since I had my stroke. I was looking at videos. It's been a year. Anyway, look at this. Oh, things are growing. There was something. Where was it? There was something around the other side I spotted. This is. See if this is going to revive. That's ever been. I think it'll be alright, you know. Around here, I need to water these carrots. A little bit of water in today, I think. I'm sure there's still something growing over here. Look at our peas. And there was something, I know there was. Yeah, there. A lupin. Look, and something here. Beetroot there, coming up. You see that? But lupin there. So, yeah. So that's cool. I've got to keep that lid off there now. Anyway, to cover those up, because the peas, I'm a bit worried about something coming in there pecking at them while my back's turned. Anyway, let's get on. I'm just going to sit down and have a little rest. And then I'll decide well, I showed you what seeds we're sowing today. So we'll set you up and we can do a bit of seed sowing. I just need to sit. So, I'll sit for a minute. Just going to sit here and look at my garden. Okay, so cleaned all this down here today. Look, and I cleaned a lot of the drive here, starting on this side, finished this bit, went round here, done all that bit in there, cleared all this bit round here. So that's it. I'm going now because Simon went to town and bought fish and chips, so I need to go in now. So that's it. Please give me a like and a thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it's going to be very short because I need to go in now and go and enjoy my fish and chips. Anyway, see you again soon. Thank you for watching. What are you doing in your garden? Bye for now.